Prince Arthur, Duke of Connaught and Duke of Strathern. Prince Arthur was born on the 1st of May, 1850 at Buckingham Palace in London, England, the third son and the seventh of the 9 children of Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom and Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. On the 22nd of June, 1850, Arthur was christened Arthur William Patrick Albert in the private chapel of Buckingham Palace. Prince Arthur's first 2 names were given in honor of his 2 godfathers, Arthur Wellesley, 1st Duke of Wellington, commander of the coalition army that defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo, and a former prime minister. The prince was born on the Duke's 81st birthday, and Prince Wilhelm of Prussia, later Wilhelm I, German Emperor, King of Prussia. Patrick was chosen to show his parents gratitude for the hospitality of the Irish people during their visit the previous year, and Albert, as his father, wrote, quote, "Victoria's love has always insisted on my name to finish up with," end quote. Arthur's one godmother, Princess Bernard of Saxe-Weimar-Eisenach, was the sister of Queen Adelaide, the wife of King William IV, who had died 5 months before Arthur's birth. Prince Albert wrote that Princess Ida was chosen, quote, in memory of poor Queen Adelaide, who would certainly have been delighted at this addition to our family, end quote. A year later, a portrait painted by Franz Xavier Winterhalter was commissioned to commemorate the first birthday of Prince Arthur, the 82nd birthday of the Prince Godfather, the Duke of Wellington, and the opening day of the Great Exhibition, which was organized by Prince Albert. The painting shows Prince Arthur and his parents, the Duke of Wellington, offering a gift to Prince Arthur in the Crystal Palace, the site of the Great Exhibition in the background. Arthur was very much like his father in looks and was obedient, conscientious, and disciplined. He was Victoria's favorite son. Quote, "This child is dearer than any of the others put together. After Albert, the dearest and more precious object to me on earth," end quote. Arthur was educated by private tutors. Considering that Arthur was the godson of one of Britain's most significant military figures, it was not unusual that he had a 40-year military career. During his long military career in the British Army, Arthur participated in many missions in various parts of the British Empire. In 1870, he served during the Red River Rebellion in Canada, and in 1882, he took part in the campaign under General Wolseley to put down the Urabi revolt in Egypt by leading the Guards Brigade in the decisive Battle of Tel Kabar. Between 1886 and 1890, Arthur served in India as the Commander-in-Chief of the Bombay Army. On the 1st of April 1893, Arthur was promoted to general. He hoped that he would be appointed as Commander-in-Chief of the British Army when his first cousin, once removed, Prince George, 2nd Duke of Cambridge, retired in 1895, but instead he was given command of the Southern District of Aldershot. On the 26th of June 1902, Arthur was appointed Field Marshal. He served as Commander-in-Chief in Ireland and Commander of the 3rd Army Corps from 1900 to 1904, Inspector General of the Forces from 1904 and 1907, and Chief of Staff from 1904 to 1907. Despite being Queen Victoria's least troublesome and favored child, Arthur annoyed his mother with his choice of a bride. Princess Louise Margaret of Prussia was born at Marble Palace near Potsdam in the Kingdom of Prussia. Her parents were Prince Friedrich Karl of Prussia and Princess Maria Anne of Anhalt. Queen Victoria considered Louise Margaret to be a less than satisfactory spouse for her son. She was plain-looking and had broken teeth. Her parents were unpleasant and had an unhappy marriage and lived apart from each other. Queen Victoria had wanted her son to avoid associating her family with a possible scandal. Nevertheless, Arthur and Louise Margaret were married on the 13th of March 1879 at St. George's Chapel, Windsor, England, in Windsor Castle. Arthur and Louise Margaret had 1 son and 2 daughters. The Swedish and Danish royal families are their descendants. The family resided at their country home Bagshot Park and at Clarence House, their London residence. Their children were Princess Margaret of Connaught, Crown Princess of Sweden, Prince Arthur of Connaught, and Princess Patricia of Connaught, Lady Patricia Ramsay. In 1899, Arthur's nephew Prince Alfred of Edinburgh and Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, the only son of Arthur's older brother Alfred, Duke of Edinburgh and Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, died. Arthur would have been the immediate successor of his brother Alfred, but chose to relinquish his claim and his son's claim to the duchy. This caused Prince Karl Edward, Duke of Albany, the posthumous son of Alfred and Arthur's brother, Prince Leopold, Duke of Albany, to become Alfred's heir and his successor when he died in 1900. In 1911, in order to strengthen the links between the British monarchy and Canada, Arthur was appointed the first Governor-General of Canada, who was a member of the royal family. Arthur was accompanied to Canada by his wife and his daughter Patricia. They lived in Rydal Hall in Ottawa and undertook extensive travels in Canada. After the outbreak of World War I in 1914, Arthur and his family remained in Canada. He stressed the need for military training of Canadian troops and gave his name to the Connaught Cup of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, a competition in pistol marksmanship and Canadian recruits. During the First World War, Arthur served in various emergency services and made hospital visits, while his wife worked for the Red Cross and other organizations. Arthur's daughter, Princess Patricia, gave her name to a newly formed regiment, Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. After his time in Canada, Arthur returned to the British Army and served for the rest of the First World War. Louise Margaret had been ill during their stay in Canada, died of influenza and bronchitis on the 14th of March 1917 at the age of 56. Arthur withdrew from public life in 1928 and died on the 16th of January 1942 at Bagshaw Park in Surrey, England at the age of 91. His sister, Princess Louise, Duchess of Argyll, also died at the age of 91, making both Arthur and Louise the longest-lived of Victoria and Albert's children. Arthur was buried at the Royal Burial Ground at Frogmore in Windsor, England. Arthur's only son predeceased him in 1938, and at Arthur's death, his grandson Alastair became the second Duke of Connaught and Strathern. However, Alastair died a year later, and as he was childless, the title Duke of Connaught and Strathern reverted to the crown.